Welcome to Krishna Culture Storytime. I'm Sachirani, and today we're going to look at a book called Arjuna, Great Heroes of the Mahabharatha. Actually, this is one book in the series of the Great Heroes of Mahabharatha. We also have Kunti and Karna and Bhishma. So lots of nice stories to learn the history of Mahabharatha. And today we're going to read a few samples from the life of Arjuna, because this is a very long book. It has beautiful illustration and lots of stories. And so we're going to pick a few to read today. So when Arjuna was young, he was learning to fight under the care of his teacher, Dronacharya. And so this is a story that's happening when Arjuna was learning as a student, learning the martial arts. Arjuna shot in the dark. One evening, the boys were eating their supper when a sudden gust of wind blew out their lamp. Arjuna noticed that the sudden darkness did not stop the boys eating, and it dawned on him that if they could eat in the dark simply by habit, they could also shoot arrows in the dark. From that time, he began to practice archery every night. Drona woke up one night to the sound of flying arrows, and he went to investigate. By the faint light of the moon, he saw Arjuna tirelessly firing at the target. He lit a lamp, embraced Arjuna, and said, "Arjuna, I promise to make you the best warrior on earth." Arjuna focuses on the target. One day, Drona put a fake bird in a tree to test his pupil's skill. The boys stood in a group near him, and one by one he called them to come forward and aim at the eye of the bird. Yudhisthira was called first, and Drona asked him what he could see. "I see you, my brothers, the tree, and the bird," Yudhisthira said. No, that will not do. Look again, what do you see?" Drona said. Yudhisthira looked up at the tree and repeated his answer. "Do not fire, you will not be able to hit the target," said Drona. "Step down." Duryodhana was called next. He gave the same answer. He too was told to step down. However, when Arjuna was called, he said, "I see only the bird's head. I cannot see its body or anything else." "Shoot," said Drona. And Arjuna hit the eye, dead center, knocking the wooden bird to the ground. "Well done," said Drona, and he hugged his best pupil with obvious delight. Now here's another little story that comes sometime later. Arjuna had to go in exile, and as he traveled, he had many adventures. Arjuna frees 5 apsaras. He traveled south along the coast, and one day he met some sages who lived by 5 great lakes. The sages complained that they could not bathe in the lakes because crocodiles lived in them. Arjuna decided to take advantage of Ulupi's boon and kill the crocodiles. He dived into Lake Agastya, grabbed the crocodile, and pulled it out of the lake. On the shore, he bashed it against a rock, and when it died, a beautiful lady came out of its body. She told Arjuna her story. "My name is Varga, and I am an apsara from the heavenly planets. My 4 friends and I once danced and sang before a sage who was meditating in the forest. He became very angry with us and cursed us to become crocodiles. Narada Rishi arrived while we were pleading with the sage to forgive us. Narada said that we would have to stay in the water until you came to save us. My friends live in the 4 lakes nearby. Please release them." One by one, Arjuna killed the crocodiles, and apsaras came out of their dead bodies. The 5 apsaras thanked Arjuna for releasing them and rose up to the heavens. Now the next story comes again later in Arjuna's life, when he had to prepare and fight with his cousins, the Kaurava, on the battle of Kurukshetra. The Song of God. The warriors arrived at Kurukshetra and took their places on the battlefield. Krishna drove Arjuna's chariot between the two armies. When Arjuna saw his family members, teachers, and friends on the other side, his heart sank. He almost fainted at the thought of killing grandfather Bhishma. He dropped his bow and told Krishna that he would not fight. Arjuna gave many good reasons why he did not want to fight, but Krishna told Arjuna that he must do his duty. Duryodhana could not be allowed to continue in his evil ways, and Yudhishthira, a good and honest king, must replace him. Krishna spoke with Arjuna for an hour. He defeated all of Arjuna's arguments and cleared away all of his doubts. And at the end of their conversation, Arjuna agreed to fight. Millions of warriors heard Krishna's wonderful words on the battlefield 5,000 years ago. And Krishna's words remain fresh today and are read in the Bhagavad Gita by millions of people all over the world. Well, this is our last story for today. I hope you enjoyed parts of the great heroes of the Mahabharata, Arjuna. And if you wish to purchase this book and the others in the same collection, you can get them at krishnaculture.com. Thank you for joining us, and please don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Bye!